We'll begin the meeting of the Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee. It is 4:01 p.m., November 26, 2024. Please call the roll.
Chairperson Mike Seville.
Present.
Vice Chair Bill Donnell.
Present.
Alderwoman Wani Garza.
Present.
Alderman John Lash.
Present.
Alderman Ted Masiakos.
Present.
5 present.
Okay, first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes, 24-0822. Approval of the minutes for the Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee held on October 22nd, 2024. Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Donnell, second by Alderwoman Wani Garza. Any corrections, additions, or deletions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried 5-0. Any members of the public wishing to give public comment?
No one signed up.
Okay, we'll go to the agenda then. We have 2 items. The first one is 24-0890, a resolution to re-adopt the Illinois Emergency Management Mutual Aid System Agreement. Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Natalie Wiesa. I'm the Emergency Management Coordinator for the City of Aurora. Today I am asking for re-adoption of the Illinois Emergency Management Mutual Aid System Agreement. This agreement is an agreement that is shared between emergency management agencies in the state of Illinois. It was created first in 2003. Aurora first entered into the agreement in 2016. Currently, there are over 150 local municipalities and county jurisdictions that work within this agreement. This agreement that I presented in the documents with the agenda item is similar to what you may have seen in the past or heard in the past about the fire department's mutual aid box alarm system, or MABUS, or what Public Works utilizes, the Illinois Public Works Mutual Aid System. We have one with emergency management agencies. If we did not have this agreement, we would be at the will and could only provide resources, manpower, and assistance between emergency management agencies on a gubernatorial proclamation of an emergency or disaster. So by entering into this agreement at the local level, we're able to get resources, manpower, and assistance quicker into Aurora, or if any of our neighbors are needing assistance, we could get that to them as well. You'll notice in the agreement it has been updated since the last iteration in 2016. Reason being is it was streamlined and taken into consideration new practices, legislation, and the work that we do at the emergency management level. We're focusing on the whole of the agency with this new agreement. So we've now broadened the scope and the mission of what emergency management truly is if we need personnel, assets, or resources. We also established the governing body to control the agreement that's been put forth in the documentation. So that provides oversight when mutual aid is requested and dispatched, and provides an orderly operation of services. The agreement between signatories means that, say for example, if Naperville requests assistance, we can go over and help them. If Rockford is requesting assistance, we could do the same. We could also do the same for our county partners, any of the 4 that we touch in Aurora or any of the other counties in the state of Illinois. Finally, I just want to point out that this does not tie the City of Aurora hands to any financial kickbacks when we have assistance come in. This is a free will and voluntary basis for when we're asking for manpower and resources. So if we call an agency and they maybe don't have the opportunity to send individuals, it does not tie their hands to have to send anything to us. And if they do come, we do not pay a bill to them. However, if you do notice, there is a third-party reimbursement language in there. That language was written in there in the event that the state of Illinois does get any federal funding in terms of reimbursement from Washington, D.C. due to a disaster and emergency. We would absorb the funding and we would treat it as a pass-through to those entities that came in to help the City of Aurora. So that would all be gathered underneath that federal declaration. And the risk and liability is also put on the onus of the agency that would be sending anybody, and it removes Aurora with the hold harmless statements. Other than that, I do ask for readoption, and I'll open the floor to any comments or questions anyone may have.
Any questions of Natalie? Alderman Donnell?
Could you let us know what typical neighboring communities that have signed this document are?
Yes, so I can tell you that the 4 counties are going into it. So Kane, Kendall, DuPage, Will, Naperville is going to go into it. St. Charles has readopted it. Elgin has adopted it. Sugar Grove. So we have a good footprint right around here. Chicago, Cook County, Lake County, and you just keep going out to the collar. I am the Region 3 Vice President for the agency that develops this agreement. So in January, we will have a final total of hopefully everybody in the state who has readopted. But there is a good majority of Region 3, which is the collar outside of Cook, Lake, and DuPage, between municipalities and the counties who have agreed to do it. I've been keeping a list, and we are well over 25 right now. So we have very close assistance and assets.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any other questions? Alderman
Motion
Lesh?
I'm just going to give a motion to approve.
Okay. Been moved by Alderman Lesh. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Whiting Garza. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried 5-0. Thank you,
Thank you.
Natalie. The next item on the agenda is 24-0901, a resolution to approve the contract from Ray O'Hare and Company, Inc. for the purchase of clothing and uniforms for the fire department of 2025. Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Jason Demas. I'm a division chief with the fire department. I'm here to present the resolution for moving forward through the process for the purchasing of clothing and uniforms for the Aurora Fire Department from Ray O'Hare and Company in the year 2025. As you may know, the current contract with JC Uniforms is set to expire on December 31st of this year, and a new contract is necessary to ensure the continued supply of clothing and uniforms to our firefighters to meet the department needs and in accordance to all collective bargaining agreements. After soliciting bids, 2 companies did apply. We opened and we had JC Uniforms and Ray O'Hare and Company. While JCM Uniform was submitted as the lowest bid, their delivery timeline has a 4-week plus timeline, which does not keep the operational readiness of the fire department equipped and ready to respond. Ray O'Hare has committed to meet this timeline, making them the most responsible bidder going forward for this contract. Therefore, I come to you today to recommend approval for Ray O'Hare's bid totaling $116,000 to supply uniforms and clothing for the fire department in 2025. This purchase is planned within the budget. It doesn't exceed the allotted budget for 2025 per Chief McCabe. There will be, with the transition, there will be no disruption in services as we move to this new contract. So I thank you for your consideration, and I open the floor to any questions.
Okay, any questions of Jason? Alderman Lesh?
Sure, just because this first of similar items like this coming forward, what is the life span for uniform set? Do we replace these annually? I'm asking because I don't know the answer. Just want to better understand.
Yeah, we're based on a call. We could ruin them, rip them, tear them, blood drench. There's different reasons that we replace them, so they're replaced on a regular basis. So the uniform wearing now, this is our Class B. So these shirts are worn on most calls, plus the pants, boots, and those other type of clothing can be ruined on a call and replaced the next day. So it's a continual stock that's being moved.
Got it, okay.
Okay, so it's not once a year. Our dress uniforms are Class A, which would also come from there, is looked at once a year with sizing and make sure that everything fits properly if needed.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Okay, any other questions?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alderman Masiacos?
Just a clarification on something you said. Ray O'Hare, and you want to go with them right now, right? Did you check out their references?
We did, so APD uses them. They go there as
All
of
right.
right now. The state
Okay.
police go there right now.
Okay.
The Forest, DNR, Department of Natural Resources,
All right.
go there statewide. So
Okay.
we did check out the resources.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much.
Any further questions? Any discussion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Alderwoman Whiting Garza, second by Alderman Lesh. Any further discussion or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any of the business come before the PHST committee?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Been moved for adjournment from Alderwoman Garza, seconded by Alderman Masiacos. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. We are adjourned at 4:10 p.m. Thank you, one and all.